Hello, everybody.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On 4th. Down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch 19, watch 19. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Rodgers now on first down. Finding time. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Green's got it over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought. Down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down. Not too many things get to a quarterback. Of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time, and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. As a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So here's the punter, Ryan Allen, to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little gold sticker.
A little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
Put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
There's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And a nifty little deep juke spin. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and
now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Second and just 1. And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old.
After review the play, the rookie on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day,
and this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a 1st down as well. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it. The defense won. That play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss. Of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more...
And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? the guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good productive run. There on first down, he winds up getting 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we... get to halftime. Rodgers to throw once more. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They send Green to the left on his own. On first down, Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down. But not before they're inside the 25.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing now is Rodgers, surveying the field. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Backing up. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the
And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. All right, here we go. Blue line it. I got 19. Blue line.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And able to find Green. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, there's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
They'll run the option left. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing his Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Bucs now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd down following the run.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
319. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
A very solid gain of 27. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's got time in the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd. this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. You don't want it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cut to the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up on the board. And right now, the cycle...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, He's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind. But he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Five plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Offense.
So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The 49ers Offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second down following the incompletion.
Watch the run, watch the run. 319, 319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Caught on the right side by Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They send Green to the left on his own.
319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Complete to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Graham slotted out to the left. Rodgers again now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Alone to the right is Jones.
319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, Charles...